glory, tell the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open-minded, but I do not walk with none aligned.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended, given 3 yards on the play.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win. So
if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Room here to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the
ball comes out. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. This is caught and in for the Ravens touchdown. Darren Waller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Check 37, check 37.
From the 27, Love. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Love now. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. From the 39, Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Jordan. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Murray going to throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Barkley. Good move at the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Darren Waller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Ravens push further out in front. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
You gotta love it, baby. Give me some more.
Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. So he missed his first 2, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Love back to it here after the pick six. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing. Love. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Love. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw now. Here's Love. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Love. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Mixon running right.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
They'll run here on third and goal. And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Devin Duvernay.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Jalen Waddle
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description.
There he goes, left side.
Showtime today,
and
baby.
in for the Ravens touchdown. Jalen Waddle on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use, than that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's Love. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, headed second down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Check 26, check 26. 22 needle.
On second down, here's Mixon. And some room to work. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 35-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Check back around, check back around. Oh, here we go. Under pressure. Watch the safety creep.
Now it's Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Good running from Barkley there on first down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 46.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Murray now on first down. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half, Love. Escaping the pressure right.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Love looking to throw it.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Love.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 4th down, Love. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. Curtis Samuel, 76 yards. And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Nifty move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Murray now. Able to find Waller. That's complete.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown.
Jalen Waddle
with touchdown number 20 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. Eluding the pressure right. Big hold of the 30. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Love. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Love. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Gurley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Love. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. To throw on 3rd down, Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. From the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. There with a tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll check this down to Hines. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Here's Murray. Right back to Waller. He's got it this time. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Murray to air it out again. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
His kick is good. Makes the score.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Love. Buying time to his left.
Lines up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. We want this. Shoot, watch the spike.
Back to throw. Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Going back to Love. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
It's our time. Black. Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Black shot.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Love.
Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Throw left side, complete to Cup. Fighting it off. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll run with Mixon and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. And Murray's going to keep it.
And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a third down.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop. Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to Waller.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Murray's throw caught by Tony.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Back to throw it, Murray. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Flush to his right. And it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He's out of the game, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Following the interception, Love. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Love. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Love. It's caught, Lockett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Love now to pass on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Red, yellow. Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. What's the run? Hey, they're running it. Hey, check Mike 11.
To the air again, Love.
And away
pressure too much. Down he goes.